So,
Good.
Richard, tell us what your life was like before you came to work with us.
Well, historically, life was busy with work, but also very physically active. But then prior to joining Zigs, I had a diagnosis of metastatic malignant melanoma, which necessitated a neck resection, which involves, well, basically removing the lymph nodes out from around the side of the head down the neck. One of the consequences of that is a need to cut a series of nerves in the neck, brachial plexus, which results in significant loss of movement of the arm and the shoulder. Additionally, subsequent to the operation, I then moved on to immunotherapy, which has a consequence, or one of the many side effects is just exhaustion. So starting with Zigs, the key priority was re-mobilisation of my shoulder.
So it was to help with that mobilisation after
absolutely
difficult time. And what was it that helped you kind of decide that you were going to work with us?
Well, being candid, whilst I have a family in the health sector, the ability to get, I suppose, very, very dedicated, focused treatment, and particularly after surgery, to go to a physiotherapist, to get appointments, whether it's NHS or privately, and then to get kind of specific focus and series of exercises, and added to which my own personal kind of motivations. I'm not necessarily the very best. You may be given a series of exercises by physio, and therefore to have a personal trainer, to have Clare or Maxine online, is to get into a discipline of being up at that point in time, even if physically exhausted, to go through those exercises. Well, it's proven about a year later, I've got almost, well, effectively full mobilization of the shoulder, although there are at least one muscle which probably will never recover. So it's a case of the other muscles having to compensate, but I'm perfectly happy with that now.
So you've got good range of movement back into the joints, and you're happy with that. Great.
Yeah.
And what do you feel has been your biggest sort of takeaways from working with us?
I think that the weekly exercise program and or the sort of program of very sort of dedicated specific exercises, a number of them are very focused on the shoulder, but I think historically I indicated that I used to do a lot of exercise, whether it was cycling, rowing and running. Everything tended to be in a bit of straight lines, and verging on chronic lack of flexibility. So again, coming with age, introducing different exercises, increasing flexibility, to well, it is additional to the shoulder, which was to be rehabilitated. So it's a slight change in awareness. I'm keen that I do get back to running, cycling, swimming, etc. But I think there will be an increased focus on flexibility, other exercises, and additionally diet, which I think is part of a more holistic attention to health.
So that holistic approach, and as the flexibility generally on top of the specific rehabilitation in the shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah, great. And if you had a message for anyone who, like you, has had medical problems and, needs that support and help, what would that message be for those people out there, perhaps thinking of trying us out?
Well, I certainly would. I think need to look for a more holistic and or sort of an alternative to the very conventional. I mean, a lot of people, yes, will look for physiotherapy help, but I think that frequently a lot more is required, and just from my own personal experience, I think one-to-one training is a benefit, but I think that what Clare, Zigs, and or Maxine offer is far more holistic, and certainly I have been impressed by the research, Clare, that you have done to understand the potential side effects, and therefore to come up with a program of exercises. So, I mean, the proof of the pudding now is that yeah, I have got that movement, and now it's a case of getting back to building the strength in those muscles as well, getting back to normal life.
Great. Well, I'm glad we've been part of that journey to help you get back to good function. And thanks for sharing today.
You're very welcome. Thank you.